Today's subject is pharmaceutics 2 and chapter number 4 is solid dosage form and subtopic is classification of powders. And in this classification of powder we will see the classification that is simple and compound powder for internal use. That is the simple and compound powder for internal use. It is used for internally. In this form of powder, each individual dose is enclosed in paper because it is in the form of powder. Therefore, each dose of powder is in individual dose, that is called as individual dose, is enclosed in powder and given to the patient. Then we see what is simple and compound powder. The number of ingredient may be 1. The number of ingredient may be 1. It is called as simple one. It is simple. Means when in the prescription the number of ingredient is only 1, that is called as the simple powder, and or the number of ingredient is more than 1, it is called as compound powder. This is the difference between the simple and compound powder. If in the prescription the number of ingredients present is only 1, then it is called as the simple powder. And in the prescription the number of powders or ingredients present more than 1, it is simply called as compound powder. Then next is the minimum quantity of each powder should not be, which is very important. The minimum quantity of each powder should not be less than 100 mg. Should not be less than 100 mg, so that it can be handled conveniently by the patient and can be weighed accurately. Because if the quantity is less than 100 mg, it is not handled properly by the patient and it is not weighed properly. It is not weighed properly on weighing balance. Therefore, the minimum required quantity of each powder should not be less than 100 mg, so that it can be handled conveniently by the patient, and second, it can be weighed accurately on the weighing balance. Therefore, the minimum quantity of each powder should not be less than 100 mg. It is the important in case of the powder for the convenient handling to the patient, and second is the for weighing accurately on the weighing balance. Then next is the while dispensing of simple and compound powder, the following rules should be observed or taken into consideration. Means how to dispense the simple and compound powder. The following rules should be taken into consideration. Then we will see the rule one by one. The first rule is rule about the dispensing. Weigh the ingredients after calculating for 1 extra powder. Means step 1 is weigh the ingredients which are given in prescription after calculating for 1 extra powder. And what is meant by 1 extra powder? Because during handling or during preparation, the loss of powder can be occurs. Therefore, to overcome this loss, if the prescription is given to prepare the 5 powders, then for the preparation of powder we have to include 1 powder, that is we have to calculate for 6 powders, that is 1 extra powder, to overcome the loss of powder and the quantity of dose. Therefore, the weight of the ingredient, weigh the ingredients properly and after calculating for 1 extra powder. This is important. Calculation of 1 extra powder. Then second is, if the quantity of an ingredient is not directly weighable, then calculate for sufficient extra powders. If the quantity is not directly weighable, then calculate for sufficient extra powders to produce directly weighable quantity. If the quantity is very less, then in case calculate for extra powders. then it is weighable on the weighing balance, and to produce directly weighable quantity. For this, calculation of the extra powders in it, the weight is plus, then it is directly weighing on the weighing balance, means it produces the directly weighable quantity on the weighing balance. If the quantity of ingredient is not directly weighable, in this case the extra powder should be calculated to produce the directly weighable quantity. Then next is in case of the potent ingredients. Potent ingredient means the drug is present in small quantity and give the desired pharmacological action, means very less quantity, very less amount of drug is present, that is called as the potent ingredient. Therefore, in this case, to calculate the amount of lactose, lactose is the pharmaceutical aid or inert material, lactose, to be mixed to make each powder directly weighable. Because in this case, the potent ingredient means the very small amount of drug is present to do the pharmacological action. If it is not weighable on weight balance, then in this case, calculate the amount of lactose. Lactose is used for the, there is no pharmacological action, only lactose is add to potent ingredients for the weighable quantity to be mixed to make each powder directly weighable on the weighing balance properly. This is the condition. And last condition is if the powder contains a liquid. Powder contains a liquid. Liquid, the weight of which is unknown. Then in this case, adjust the mixed material by the addition of lactose. In this case, also we have to add lactose so that each powder is directly weighable. So these are the conditions while dispensing the simple and compound powder. The first is, for example, where the ingredients after calculating one extra powder should be calculated. Then second is if the quantity of ingredient is not directly weighable, then calculate for sufficient extra powders to produce directly weighable quantity, means amount is plus the amount of powders. Then next, if in case of the potent ingredients, calculate the amount of lactose to be mixed and to make each powder directly weighable. That is the third condition. And fourth condition is if the powder contains the liquid with the weight of which is unknown, then adjust and mix the material by addition of lactose so that each powder is directly weighable. These are the some rules of dispensing simple and compound powder, means the quantity should be weighable. Therefore, addition of the material or adjustment should be required for the proper dose given in the prescription. Then next we have to see the first is simple powder. What is simple powder? A simple powder contains only one ingredient. This is important. What do you mean by simple powder? The simple powder contains only one ingredient, that is called as simple powder, either in crystalline or amorphous form. The powder present either in crystalline or amorphous form. Crystalline means present in definite shape, or amorphous form means it is shapeless. Either it is present in crystalline form, either it is present in amorphous form. And simple powder means contains only one ingredient in the prescription, it is called as simple powder. Then when the powder is in crystalline form, if the powder is present in crystalline form, then it is reduced to fine powders, because the dose of powder is dispersed in the fine powders. If the powder is present in crystalline form, then it is reduced to the fine powders. Then after it is reduced in fine powders, then weigh the powder and divide it into number of doses. Then it is divided into number of doses and wrapped as an individual doses for dispensing. So this is about the simple powder. Then we see the example of simple powder. Simple powder used for internal use. Dispense 6 powders of aspirin. Each powder contains 300 mg of aspirin. This is the example of simple powder. Rx, the prescription contains aspirin 300 mg, make powder, and direction is one powder to be taken after every 8 hours. This is the prescription. Then we have to see the method of preparation of this prescription. In this first, powder the aspirin and weigh the required quantity of aspirin. First we have to powder the aspirin in proper way and weigh the required quantity of aspirin. The next process is weigh complete 300 mg of aspirin for each powder. Then after weighing, wrap in each dose. In individual powder paper, wrap each dose in individual as in the powder paper. Then next is the prepare 6 such powders. When you have to prepare the 6 such powders, then last pack it flat to flat, means one by one, and restrain with the elastic band. And these 6 doses of such powders is packed in flat to flat and restrained with the elastic band. This is the method of preparation. Then next we see what is meant by the compound powder. The compound powder contains two or more than 2 substances which are mixed together. It is called as compound powder. Compound means one or more than one. Means compound powder contains 2 or more than 2 substances which are mixed together and then divided into desired number of individual doses which are dispensed into each powder paper. Means after weighing, it is divided into number of individual doses which can be dispensed into each powder paper. This is called as the compound powder. And we have to see the example of compound powder. Dispense 8 powders of APC. APC means aspirin, paracetamol and caffeine. The prescription is RX aspirin 300 mg, paracetamol 150 mg, caffeine 50 mg and make a powder. Then total of 3 is 500 mg of quantity. Then what is the method? The powder all the ingredients and weigh the calculated quantity of each ingredient. Means first step is powder all the ingredients and weigh the calculated quantity of each ingredient. Then step 2 is mix them in their ascending order of their weight. Ascending order means smallest to largest quantity. Ascending order of their weight. Then weigh 500 mg of mixed powder for each powder. Where this is 500 mg means total of 350 plus 50 mg. That is 500 mg of mixed powder for each powder. Then wrap each dose in individual powder paper for dispensing. Then each individual dose are packed in the pairs flat to flat and restrained with the elastic bands. And this is all about the simple and compound powder and their examples.